We are in a chapter called light. Light is a very important part of the subject called physics. It fetches you very good marks for the public examination. In this chapter, I completed 7 periods. In all these 7 periods, what have I told you? What is light? Light is a form of energy. Then light exhibits various properties. Which are the properties? Reflection, refraction, dispersion, diffraction, interference. These are the properties of light. Which are the properties of light? We are going to study in this chapter, reflection and refraction. What is reflection? When a ray of light is made to fall on a body, the light ray bounces back. This property of the light is called reflection of light. There are 2 laws of reflection. The first law tells angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Second law tells the incident ray, reflected ray and the normal all lie on the same plane at the point of incidence. What is normal? Normal is an imaginary line drawn perpendicular to the surface at the point of incidence. Then I told you which is the best reflecting surface. Mirror is the best reflecting surface. Mirrors are classified as plane mirrors and spherical mirrors. What is the nature of the image of the plane mirror? Images can be identified by their nature. Images may be real image and virtual image. What is the difference between real image and a virtual image? Real image is a type of image which can be caught on the screen, whereas virtual image cannot be caught on the screen. Real images are always inverted, whereas virtual images are erect images. Images are identified by their size. Sometimes we get a bigger image, enlarged image. Sometimes we get a very smaller image, diminished image. So, and many of the times we get the image of the same size. What are the nature of the image formed by the plane mirror? The plane mirror always produces virtual image, erect image, and image of the same size of the object, and it shows the lateral inversion. In the other type of mirrors, we have a spherical mirror. Spherical mirror is a type of mirror where the reflecting surfaces are curved surfaces, part of the sphere. There are 2 different types of spherical mirrors, concave mirrors and convex mirrors. Concave mirror, where the reflecting surface is curved inwards, whereas inwards there is a convex mirror where the reflecting surface is bulged outwards. In the case of a mirror, we can identify the aperture of the mirror. What is aperture of the mirror? It is the diameter of the mirror. Midpoint of the mirror is called the pole of the mirror, and the center of the curvature, that is C, the straight line which passes to the center of the curvature and the pole of the mirror is called the principal axis. Midpoint of C and P is called the principal focus. What is the principal focus of the concave mirror? What is the principal focus of the convex mirror? I told you, in one case you have to write the converging, another one is diverging. That all I completed in the previous chapter. Then image formation. To get an image, we have to keep the object in front of the mirror. In front of the concave mirror, we can able to identify 6 different positions. One is at infinity, beyond C, at C, between F and C, at F and between P and F. But in the case of a convex mirror, we can identify only 2 positions in front of the convex mirror. One is at infinity and any point, any place, any position between P and infinity. And how to write the ray diagram? To write the ray diagram, you have to always follow 4 conditions. Any ray which is parallel to the principal axis always converge in the case of a concave mirror and appear to diverge in the case of a convex mirror at a point on the principal axis called the principal focus. And any ray which passes to the principal focus always emerges out parallel to the principal axis. And any ray which passes to the center of curvature always follows the same path after the reflection. And the ray of light incident to the mirror, oblique to the principal axis at the pole of the mirror, follows the laws of reflection. Using all these conditions, 4 conditions, we are able to write the ray diagram. Ray diagram is the most important part for the public examination is concerned. There are 6 ray diagram for the concave mirror and 2 ray diagram for the convex mirror. Then I told you about the uses of concave mirror. Concave mirrors are used for the torchlights, searchlights and headlights of the vehicles, and as a shaving mirror. Dentists use solar furnaces, we use concave mirror. Now it is the time for us to understand the use of convex mirror. See children, you have seen this. This is I removed from the scooter. What it is? Tell me what it is. It is a rear view mirror. It is not a mirror to see our face. It is a rear view mirror. It is fitted in all vehicles. Not only in scooters, cars, buses, everywhere. We have rear view mirror. Rear view. I write it here. Rear view mirror. Rear view mirror. Rear view mirrors are fitted in vehicles. Right? In vehicles we use rear view mirrors. What is the purpose of rear view mirrors? Tell me. Rear view mirror is when a driver is having a rear view mirror in his vehicle, he can able to see the traffic behind the vehicle. Behind the vehicle he can see the traffic. But behind the vehicle there is a larger area. To cover the larger area, we have to use a mirror. That mirror is convex mirror. The advantage of using convex mirror as a rear view mirror is by keeping the convex mirror as a rear view mirror, driver can able to see larger area behind the vehicle. And all the images what he is going to get are erect image. Bus, car, behind the vehicle, any vehicle is coming, any person is coming, he can able to see the erect images and diminished images. Right? We can't keep what is known as plain mirror here as a rear view mirror. When we keep the plain mirror, what happens? The size of the image and the size of the object become same. If a person is coming, his same bigger size only we can see. Here what happens? If a person is coming, smaller size we can able to see. Therefore he can see larger area. Therefore the first and the only use of the convex mirror is used as a rear view mirror in vehicles, automobile. Rear view mirrors are also called wing mirrors. It looks like a wings. Rear view mirror. Which mirror is used as a rear view mirror? Convex mirror. Why? Because by using convex mirror as a rear view mirror, the driver can able to see larger area behind the vehicles. And the image formed by a convex mirror is always erect and virtual image. Therefore, we use convex mirror as a rear view mirror. In some cases, rear view mirrors are also used in front of a huge building or temples. For example, in Agra Fort, there is a huge convex mirror is kept in front of the Taj Mahal. By that, what happens? If anybody goes there, see the Taj Mahal through the convex mirror, he can be able to see the full Taj Mahal with the 4 pillars. Directly we can't see because the convex mirror takes the what is known as diminished image of the what is known as the Taj Mahal. Therefore, the full Taj Mahal is seen in that particular mirror. Therefore, the major use of a convex mirror is used as a rear view mirror. What is the purpose? What is the reason? Using convex mirror, a driver can able to see larger area behind the vehicle, larger traffic behind the vehicle, and all images are smaller images, erect images. That is the idea of using convex mirror as a rear view mirror. This is x-axis and this is y-axis and this is origin. To draw concave mirror, what I do is, I keep the compass on the x-axis and I take the pencil at O becomes the P, then I draw an arc. Now this becomes the concave mirror. This becomes the concave mirror. To make it concave mirror, I shade this part. Therefore, in the new Cartesian system, the first thing what you have to remember is the pole of the mirror is the origin of the coordinate system. Simple. This O should be changed as what? P of the mirror. P. First one is we have to keep. I write it here. We have to keep origin as pole of the mirror. Pole of the mirror is nothing but the origin. First concept of the new Cartesian sign convention. And then the second part is always always the ray of light coming from the object is taken from the left side. Our reflecting surface is facing the left side. Therefore, the object, the ray of light, suppose here the object should be always kept the left side of the coordinate system. Therefore, the ray of light coming from the right side. See, the light is coming from the right side. Why light is coming from the right side? Because object is placed at the left side. Object should be always kept in the left side. Remember, object should be kept from the left side. Where is the object? Object is here. Object is in the left side. That is the second one. Second part is object. First one is origin. Origin is the pole of the mirror. Where is the object? Object is in the left side. Left side. Object should be always in the left side. You have to keep the object always in the left side. Therefore, any measurement taken from the pole of the mirror and the object should be considered as negative. This is minus. In the graph sheet, if you come left side of a person. Now I am standing at the origin. This is my left hand. This is my right hand. My right hand is positive. My left hand is negative. Since the object is placed at the left side, any distance is measured in the left side should be taken as negative. It is not the minus 5. It is, for example, when I say the object distance is 5 centimeter, I should consider that as minus 5 centimeter. It is not minus. That minus shows that the object is in the left side. Right? Therefore, any measurement should be taken. The object is taken in the left side. Object should be placed in the left side. Therefore, object distance is always taken as negative. Any measurement in the right side, from P of the mirror, when any measurement is taken in the right side, it should be positive. The left side is negative, right side should be positive. The same way, any measurement taken from upwards is taken as positive. This is positive. And any measurement taken downwards as negative. See, the graph sheet you can be able to understand. X-axis is positive in the first quadrant. X-axis is negative in the second quadrant. Therefore, the right side is positive, left side is negative. In the y-axis, upside is positive, downside is negative. That is a very simple concept in the graph sheet. Therefore, according to the sign convention, try to understand, object should be always placed in the left side. Therefore, object distance is always taken as negative. And any measurement taken in the right side of the mirror, it is positive. Any measurement taken in the left side of the measurement is negative. And the measurement above the principal axis is positive. Measurement below the principal axis is taken as negative. That is the basic thing you have to understand to write what is known as the to solve the problem based on the mirror, right? The first thing I repeat once again. New Cartesian sign convention is nothing but writing the ray diagram in the coordinate system. In the coordinate system, we have to consider pole of the mirror as the origin. And the left side, then the graph sheet. The left side is negative, right side is positive. The line above the principal axis is positive, line below the principal axis is negative. And one more thing is, object is always placed in the left side. Therefore, object distance, I write here, object distance is given by the symbol U. Object distance is given by the symbol U, small letter U. Small letter U. This object distance to be considered always negative to solve the problem, because object is always kept in the left side. Understand? I repeat once again. In the problem he may give the object is placed in front of the mirror at a distance of 30 centimeter. You take 30 centimeter, but by writing the value of U, you should take it as minus 30. And second thing is image distance. Image distance. Image distance is the distance between the image and the pole of the mirror is given as V. Told you about object distance. Object distance is given by the symbol U. But object is always kept in the left side. Object distance should be always taken as negative, right? What is object distance? It is a distance between, it is a measurement between P and the object. P and the object is U. The distance between P and the image is called the V. Object distance is U, image distance is V. And you know this, focal length. Focal length is given by the symbol F. Focal length is small letter F, capital F it is principal focus. This is focal length. Always length should be measured in the x-axis. In the measurement, this U is always negative. This varies, right? Therefore, we have three distances. Distances are always measured from the pole of the mirror. This is the pole. Always the measurement should be taken from the pole of the mirror. Pole of the mirror and the object U. Pole of the mirror and the image V. And pole of the mirror and the principal focus is called the focal length. Therefore, three measurements are there. U, V and F. What is U? Object distance. Object distance should be always taken as negative. V, image distance. Distance between P and image. And small letter F, distance between P and capital F. Right? Three distances are there. Using the three distances, we can have a formula. That formula is called mirror formula. Very important formula for solving problems. Mirror formula. Mirror formula is a formula or a relation between U, V and F. What is U? Object distance. What is V? Image distance. What is F? Focal length. The relation is like this. 1 by V, 1 by V, reciprocal of the image distance, plus reciprocal of the object distance. Object is taken as U. This is V, this is U, small letter, is equal to 1 by F. 1 by F. This is the formula. The first formula of this particular chapter, not first formula, second formula. First formula is the relationship between radius of curvature and the focal length. That is, R is equal to 2F or F is equal to R by 2. Now we are in the second formula. Don't say that maths is difficult. I repeat once again, while solving the problem in the chapter called light, we are using a formula called mirror formula. Mirror formula is for the mirror. And there is another formula called lens formula. That is for the lens. Which is the mirror formula? 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. What is V stands for? Image distance. What is U stands for? Object distance. What is F stands for? Focal length. But among these three, one is always negative, which is that U is always negative. Object distance is always negative because object is always placed in the negative. In the problem, they don't give minus. You have to write minus. That is the only thing we have to keep in mind while solving the problem in the case of mirrors. Right? Because that negative, because of the new Cartesian sign convention. This is not a mathematical minus. It is called vectors. Which side you are? If you are in the left side, it is minus. If you are in the right side, it is positive. Minus, negative and positive. That is based on the pole of the mirror. In the pole of the mirror, when the object is placed left, it is negative becomes. If it is in the right, it becomes positive. Therefore, the relationship between image distance, object distance and focal length is, that is mirror formula. 1 by V plus it is 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Right? And then using this mirror formula, we are going to find many things. Suppose if they give object distance and image distance, we can find the focal length of the mirror. Or if they give focal length and the object distance, we can find where the image is going to form. Or they may give focal length and object distance, image can be calculated. Or when we give focal length and image, we can find even object. Now among the three, two things they are going to give, and third one we can able to calculate. Focal length of the concave mirror is in the left side. Therefore, focal length of the concave mirror is always negative. I am talking about concave mirror. I have not written any convex term. Focal length of the concave mirror is taken as negative. Object distance is always taken as negative because object is kept always in the left side. Object distance is always negative, no confusion. Focal length of the concave mirror is taken as negative. Why? Because the principal focus is in the left side of the graph. Right? Therefore, focal length is negative. Now the question is image. Images are of two types, real image and virtual image. If it is a real image forms in front of the mirror. Here, if image comes here, we call it as a real image. If image comes behind the mirror, we call it as what? Virtual image. Therefore, we can easily understand, in the case of a real image, the sign is negative. Real image means negative. Virtual image means positive. See, don't get confused. We have only three terms. U, V, F. U is object distance. No doubt. Object distance is always negative. Next comes F. F means what? Focal length. Focal length of the concave mirror is negative. Focal length of the convex mirror is positive. This side. In case of focal length of the concave mirror, it is negative. Focal length of the convex mirror is positive. That I told in the previous class. Now question comes about V. V means what? Image distance. Image. When image forms in front of the mirror, we call it as a real image. In front of the mirror is facing left. Therefore, the real images we have to take as negative. And for the virtual image, we should take it as positive. Simple it is. U, always negative. V, if it is real, it is negative. If it is virtual, it is positive. Focal length. If it is concave mirror, negative. If it is convex mirror, positive. Simple, right? Try it again. For I write it. I write that these things again. See, I write it here. I erase this. See, U is always negative. U is always negative, no doubt, right? Regarding F means what? Focal length. F of concave means negative. F of concave is negative. F of convex is positive. F of convex is positive. Then comes V. V means what? Image distance. In the case of image, we have two types. One is real, another one is virtual. Real image is a type of image which forms in front of the mirror. Mirror is facing left side. Therefore, real images are negative. Virtual image is positive. How simple it is. Which is always negative? Object. Always negative. What about focal length? If it is concave, negative. If it is convex, positive. What about image? Try to understand. If it is a real image, we should get negative. If it is virtual image, we should get positive. This is the idea. Simple. Very simple. Very easily we can understand. I repeat once again. To solve a problem in mirror or light chapter, we have to follow the new Cartesian sign convention. What it tells? It tells very simple. When you consider a mirror, you have to always imagine a graph sheet. And in a graph sheet, we have two axes. One is x-axis, another one y-axis. Both the axes intersect at a point called origin. You have to keep the mirror in such a manner, the pole of the mirror should coincide with the origin of the graph. Next thing is, second condition, always keep the mirror facing the left side. By that what happens? the ray of light from the object falls from the right side. Therefore, mirror is facing left side. When a mirror is facing left side, the left side is facing the negative side of the graph. Behind the mirror it is positive. Right? We have two different types of mirrors. Concave mirror facing left side means the focal length, the principal focus is in the front of the mirror. Therefore, focal length of the concave mirror is negative. In the case of a convex mirror, principal focus lies behind the mirror. Therefore, focal length is positive. Always we keep the object in the left side. Therefore, object distance should be taken as negative. Regarding the images are of two types, real image and virtual image. Real image is a type of image, it forms in front of the mirror. Therefore, the front of the mirror is facing left. Therefore, it is negative. Real images are negative and the virtual images are positive. Related to this, we have three components U, V, F. The combination, the relation between these three things is called the mirror formula. Mirror formula tells 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Here V stands for image distance, U stands for object distance, F stands for focal length. Suppose if it is a convex mirror, you have to take this as a plus. If it is a convex mirror, you should take F as negative. U is always taken as negative. About the V, if it is real image, you have to take it as negative, and if it is a virtual image, you should take it as a positive. That is the way you have to solve the problem. Therefore, solving a problem using mirror formula, you must always keep in mind that new Cartesian sign convention. Therefore, some children they find it difficult. Why this teacher is taken negative? Why this teacher is taken positive? Because he is not able to understand the sign convention. Here sign, the minus sign shows which direction we have kept the things. The left side it is negative, right side it is positive. In the case of a Cartesian system, it is called vectors. I written two formulas. One is R is equal to 2F. That is the relationship between radius of curvature and the focal length. Now I written one more relation, that is 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. This is called the mirror formula. To solve problem using mirror formula, you have to always keep the new Cartesian sign convention. It tells that object distance should be always taken as negative. Image distance depends on real image or a virtual image. If it is a real image, it is negative. Virtual image, it is positive. Focal length is again depends on the mirror. If a concave mirror, it is negative. Convex mirror, it is positive. 1 or 2 times if you repeat, then you can remember. Plus means convex, minus means concave, and minus V means it is real, plus V means it is virtual. U is always taken as negative because it is left. The next thing is, now all these things I told you about the x-axis. Now I am talking about the y-axis. See, if it is a graph, see I write the graph. If I write the graph like this, x-axis and y-axis, right? Say this is x. xo, x dash, yo, y dash. Now see. Now if I consider this as the principal axis and O as the pole of the mirror, and here there is a mirror. When the image comes, for example, erect image means what? Erect image means it should come like this. Erect means like this. Erect image. If image comes like this, we call it as what? Inverted image. Inverted image. Now see, erect image means in the y it is plus. Erect image means plus. Virtual image, inverted image means minus. Therefore the image, sometimes they give minus height. Height is minus. Therefore don't take it as minus. It is an inverted image. If image is plus, then it is erect image. See, then you have to remember many things here. See, one is, see, real image, virtual image. You have to write the sign. Virtual image. Virtual image erect image, inverted image and erect image. See, real image is minus, virtual image is plus, inverted image means minus, erect image is plus. These signs are given in the Cartesian sign convention. If they given the image as plus, then you have to remember, image is plus means it may be virtual image. Image is minus means it is a real image. Image height is plus. Image height is plus means it is erect image. Image height is negative means it is inverted image. Therefore, the signs are very important in the case of what is known as solving problems in the chapter called light. There is one more thing, that is called magnification. There is one more thing in this particular chapter, formula called magnification. I write magnification. Magnification. It is given by the symbol M. Magnification is M. How much magnified it is? See, M is given by the formula. M is equal to image height divided by object height. Object height. What is magnification? Magnification is the ratio of image height to object height. Symbolically we can write this as M is equal to H dash by H. H dash by H. Here H dash stands for image height, H stands for object height. Try to understand what is magnification. Magnification is the ratio of image height to object height. Write the equation for magnification. M is equal to H dash by H. M is equal to H dash by H. What is H dash? Image height. What is H? Object height. This magnification can also be calculated using image distance and object distance by like this. M can also be written as minus B by U. This is also a formula for magnification. Therefore, formula for magnification, there are two formulas. One is M is equal to H dash by H. M is equal to minus B by U. What is M stands for? Magnification. Now see children, this is how nice mathematical development it is. M is equal to H dash by H. M is equal to minus V by U. Therefore, I can write one more formula, that is H dash by H is equal to minus V by U. This is another formula. Here, height of the image, height of the object, image distance and the object distance is given, and this is the formula, very useful formula to solve the problems. Therefore, try to understand in mirrors, particularly in the case of reflection of light, we are going to come across three formulas. One is R is equal to 2F. What is that relation? R is equal to 2F means radius of curvature and the focal length relation. Radius of curvature is twice the focal length, or focal length is half of the radius of curvature. The second thing is mirror formula. 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Here, while writing the mirror formula, we are very careful about the Cartesian sign convention. There, U should be always taken as negative. V is negative for real image and positive for virtual image. F is positive for convex mirror and minus for concave mirror. That you have to take into consideration. Then regarding the image is concerned, height of the image is concerned, erect image means positive, inverted image means negative. And using this height of the image and the height of the object, we have a relation called magnification. That is given by the letter M. Magnification is the ratio of image height to object height. Symbolically we can write M is equal to H dash by H. Here H dash means image height, H stands for object height. The magnification can also be written in this form also. M is equal to minus V by U. Minus V by U. Using these two relations, we can arrive at new relation, that is h dash by h is equal to minus v by u. All these things are not difficult. Only thing is you have to concentrate. You have to concentrate. We are in an area called reflection. Reflection meant for mirrors. In mirror formula is there. In mirror formula, there are three components: object distance, image distance, and focal length. Object distance, image distance, and focal length can be considered using the sign convention. Object distance is always negative. Image distance is plus or minus depending upon real or virtual image. Focal length is plus or minus depending upon concave or convex mirror. And then we have a relation about the magnification. Image height divided by object height. Image height is given by the symbol h dash. Object height is given by the symbol h. And using that relation, we arrive at another relation. H dash by h is equal to minus v by u. Here what is h dash? Image height. H object height. V image distance. U object distance. Right? And again see, skill is how nice it is. This is y axis. This is y axis. This is x axis. There is a relationship between x axis and y axis. Therefore it is called coordinate system. We are going to solve problem in the next class. Assignment number 123. First one. Convex mirrors are used as rear view mirrors of automobiles. Why? Second one. You have to write the reason for that. Second one. Write the mirror formula. It is a relationship between object distance, image distance, and the focal length. Third one. Write the equation for magnification using image height and object height. Image height is given as h dash, object height is given as h. Fourth one, write the equation for magnification using image distance and object distance. Image distance means v, object distance means u. Using that, you have to write the equation for magnification. Fifth one, write the relationship between radius of curvature and focal length. It is already done. Already you written this particular question. Because I am giving all the formulas in this particular assignment, I have given this relationship also. Sixth one, complete the following according to new Cartesian system. A. Object distance is always taken as dash. Here you have to write either plus or positive or negative. You have to write positive and negative. B. Focal length of concave mirror as dash. Focal length of convex mirror as dash. Sign for real image, sign for virtual image, sign for erect image, sign for inverted image. You have to write either positive or negative. It is according to the new Cartesian system. It is very important for solving problems. Next class we are going to solve the problems. Therefore, concentrate on the today's class. By that we can score easily 3 marks in the public examination. Thank you.